South Atlanta High School, it's a well-kept secret, and we don't want it to be a secret. We want it to be a school of choice where parents send their kids here, not because it's the zone school, but because it's the right place to put their kids. I want parents to know that if they send and entrust their students in my hand, that I'm going to do what's best for their students. We love on kids, we treat them with respect, but we're just as great as any high school in Atlanta. I feel that we're the best high school in Atlanta City. I'll never forget the day I was in a role. I was the CTA director. I was in a meeting with some people who were looking for a principal. I was not on the selection process to begin to identify who's going to be here. I had no desire. I just wanted to come and get matters resolved for my department. And then I spoke the words to say, I'll just go be the principal there. They just came out of my mouth. And someone's like, are you serious? I'm like, no, I didn't say that, but I did say it. They said, okay, well, we'll just pull you in for an interview. Didn't prepare for it, just sat there and just interviewed. So that told me that I was just destined to be here. It was a calling for me to be here. And when I got here, again, students, they're my why. They drive me. I want what's best for them because teachers wanted what was best for me, and I knew that I could give them my all in all and always do what's best for kids any given day.
I really just felt like I needed to be here. I needed to make a change here. And I bought into everything that this community has to offer. When I got here, it was a negative perspective on the school and the community because the city outlines Atlanta by zones. And so it was like this was zone 3. And what I realized after watching RoboCop, zones wasn't necessarily a good thing. And so I used to go from representing the zone when I would talk about where I work to saying, no, I'm working off of Cleveland Avenue, South Atlanta High School. And I realized that no, a rose does grow, not can, but does grow from concrete. And there are some roses that are actually in good soil right here in this community. And I want to continue to water those roses. And literally, I am now supervising students whose parents I taught here at South Atlanta back in '07 and '08. And I'm seeing kids go on to become teachers, lawyers, nurses, the owners of their own businesses, social media, I guess you would call it now, content experts. And that's why I do the work, because where people sometimes see darkness, I see light.
I'm the visual arts teacher here, and so I teach a full range. I'm teaching art comp. Art comp is literally a little of everything. It's painting, it's drawing, it's printmaking. If you go to a buffet, I'm the buffet. I'm giving them a sample of everything, right? And so then from there, we've got our college prep class, which is they can get college credit based on their artwork that they're producing. I'm also teaching them photography and media arts. I take the standpoint that whatever I'm putting in front of them, if I can help them see how they can monetize their creative abilities, they can see how it has value and worth beyond I enjoy doing this. And it's really about the love of watching that light bulb come on for them and that I can't do this, I can't do this. And you slowly keep coaching them up and you pull them along, you put like a little carrot in front of them and they're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. And you're basically building up their confidence, you're building up their skill to where they believe in themselves. We as educators, we believe in kids before they believe in themselves. And it's just a part of being a great educator and convincing kids that they can do. I've got work in museums, but then I come here and I get to show these students, hey, no, look, do you see that? Miss Taylor, I was driving by West End and I saw your name out in front of Hammond's house. Is that you? Yes, baby. I literally took my arts students for a museum tour and I was the artist for the museum tour. At what high school in Atlanta is that happening? At what high school does David Cote take his students to go see a Pearl Clay play, and he was the director. You see, so it's a really unique experience to be in the fine arts department here.
I love that I can still have an impact on students and try to make a change positive. And pulling off my own experiences when I grew up, I thought my neighborhood was the world. I knew nothing about the outside and the potential that was there. So coming here and being able to impart some knowledge and help someone's dream or introduce them to some new dreams that they might not have had, that was my driving force in the beginning. Some of the things that we do here, for example, we have, this year here we're starting a student Sports and Service Award is what they're going to get. These are for the students who are doing things off the court. The athletes, not the students, the athletes who are doing things off the court. For example, one of the things that we do is we go read to the elementary schools once a month. We'll have our athletes go, we go early in the morning, we'll read to the kids that's really receptive of it, and it's good. We also are bringing in speakers. We're coming in, starting this month, once a month. We actually have an agent coming from Kansas City who's going to come and talk to us about certain things and, you know, anti-bullying and character matters and stuff like that. Trying to make sure that we continue to build the character along with what the coaches give them every day, but just hearing from someplace else is sometimes it's a great thing to hear. So we have things like that, the athlete of the month. We have certain things that we have in place to make sure that our students, athletes, are getting even more that's being poured into them at South Atlanta High School.
So it's my job to find jobs and careers and pathways that will ensure that our kids have a direct pathway to either college, career, or job. And so some of the programs that we have here are geared towards helping our kids have multiple options when they leave for high school. We are a STEM high school, now STEAM, because we've incorporated the arts in the program, right? Because a lot of our kids, they are creative through the arts. And so we have the fine arts with dance, drama, we have, of course, art, and then we have a music tech. Because a lot of our kids like to write beats or be the next, Jermaine Dupri. And so they have an interest in that. So we just bring those pathways that they say they want, as much as we can afford it, into the schools. This is one of the oldest high schools in Atlanta. I mean, the bones in the building are good. We do a good job of keeping it clean and maintaining it, but it's not modernized. And so starting next summer, we'll get a fresh look outside. We'll have an atrium, where we'll have a foyer where it's really safe, and so we can keep any intruders outside. I am enjoying the process. They have kept me involved and engaged the whole time. I feel like they listen to me, they hear me, and they come back with changes I've made recommendations to. And so they've been a young group of adults who are really have the best interests of the students at heart. And so it's been a really good experience working with them.
We do see a lot of schools that look identical, which if that's what the architects want to do, then that's one way to do it. That is the way to do it, but that's not what Altman and Barrett likes to do. We like to make sure that each school is unique and that you can easily recognize, like, oh, this is this school, this is that school. Like, each school has its identity tied with the building. So we want to make sure that each school system identity is unique from any other school system that is out there.
South Atlanta is a jewel. South Atlanta High School is a school that's we're in Southeast Atlanta, but everything here is all about caring, the culture that we promote. We're trying to make sure that you have everything that you need to be successful here. If you want to be successful and you come to South Atlanta, you're going to find it.